Latest on Cyclone Joaninha, which is still moving very slowly. It's actually not moving very much at all, only about 6 miles of movement in the last 12 hours. Winds now of 80 miles an hour and a pressure of 973 millibars as of 7 PM Mauritius time this March 24th. It's still a stage 7 on the CDPS scale, and this stalling means that it could be even stronger by the time it arrives at Rodrigues. If it makes a direct hit, it's going to be a catastrophic impact, a stage 7 on the CDPS. Its current position is 17.1 degrees south, 61.8 degrees east, and there it is, just east of St. Brandon and heading towards Rodrigues slowly but surely. It is 144 miles from St. Brandon, 206 from Rodrigues, and 1715 from Isle Amsterdam, which it may arrive at in a few days' time as a remnant extratropical storm. Still the same as what we were talking about this morning. A Class 2 warning remains in effect for Rodrigues, and that could be up to Class 3 by Monday. So let's take a look at the forecast. The GFS model run looks like this. The rest of Sunday into Monday, you can see the storm starting to move according to the GFS model, and then moving towards the southeast Monday night into Tuesday, probably into the daylight hours of Tuesday now. We're looking at its closest pass to Rodrigues, and then it's moving clearly away there to the southeast, continuing and probably speeding up and taking a bit more of a dive towards the south as we reach the end of the week. It could still be a tropical cyclone by the weekend, and it will lurk down there in the southern Indian Ocean for a few more days after that as it turns post-tropical. Won't be a threat to land, of course, down there. Until it reaches Rodrigues, though, sea surface temperatures are very warm, around 28 degrees Celsius, and that is certainly more than enough energy for this storm to feed on. The green areas here show tropical storm force winds, the yellow areas showing hurricane force winds, and you can see how close they pass to Rodrigues on Monday night into Tuesday. This could still change, the track could still pivot directly over the island of Rodrigues, or it could turn away even more, depending on what we see in the next few hours. It's pretty key in whether it follows our forecast for the first few hours from now. But that there is the wind forecast, and it shows quite clearly the trajectory of the storm too. Chance of tropical storm force winds are declining in St. Brandon now, 42% still though, and 96% on Rodrigues. It's pretty much assured that tropical storm force winds will be felt there. Hurricane force winds are a pretty high chance as well. Here's what the models are saying, a few of them laid out together there. The JTWC on the very high end of that, they now want a Category 4 storm, and to be honest, none of the models are really saying that at the minute. Wind shear though is going to be low, so it wouldn't be much of a surprise if it did get to Category 4 status, although the HWRF has shifted towards the south since this morning there on the track, which would probably be slightly better news for Rodrigues, but not very much. Here's the latest satellite imagery. You can just about see Rodrigues on the south of the map there, to the southeast of the storm itself. You can see it's a bit displaced at the minute. A lot of the convection, massive amounts of convection, but wholly to the south. And not too much going on in the northern and northwestern side, which is why we've gone much lower than the JTWC estimate of 100 miles an hour. We're going with 80 miles now for this system because it doesn't look much different than it did this morning. Here's how it has looked throughout the day, and you can see quite clearly its movement towards the southeast, making a beeline for Rodrigues. We'll have another update 6 AM tomorrow morning. You can follow Force 13's outlets, the website force13.com. You can also find our YouTube channel. If you're not there already, you may well be. Good chance of that. Subscribe if you haven't. You can also find our Facebook page, search Force 13 all in text, and our Twitter handle, it's @Force13 on there. You can also help the project become even better by becoming a patron. You can see more information about all the benefits involved by visiting patreon.com/Force13. Of course, you can come into direct contact with us by messaging Fool13 on Discord at extension 9094 and Force13 on Skype. And our partners are also doing updates, Mateo e Cyclone Maurice on Facebook.